I will say again, welcome to Agiescorner, Nebula, Yela fan sol konton, and the followers of Agiescorner. Then we go into the show. What today? Talk am na kole. What today?
Mbafola fans will be Yedimbara Saluto Yede Male, you know. Minube Lamoiro, la Minube Gibiro, la Minube Gibiro Kela later, you know, Anu Basin de la Minube, you know, baby contona, you know, be Agifon contona anala corner, you know.
Nga nina kona na place on ka trouble cost janne jan. Dele tamu janti. Oh Lord. ST, welcome, guys. I know like many people were doubting if you were coming to my platform, which I said again, I'm honored, and I will have to ask you this question later on. ST, just to get into the show, this show, you know, because you've watched it and you've watched me. This show at the Hot Seat is about the gossip, the assumption, and who is ST as an artist. Because untol told Jeledram, then they just doing they have much about the end. Then they dig ST hamu ST jange hamu fum joge hamu naka def beneka musician. So we want to know who is ST, your struggle, what you struggle with until you get here. So ST, we wanted you nga jox ñu summary of for judo, for yaro ban school nga dem be fi nga jeexale school, then we take it from there.
Well,
no, first of all, let me go back. I want to know the meaning of ST, because people say sana, and we heard ST. What's the meaning of ST?
Actually, I was named after my grandfather on my mother's side. So he was a footballer, so they called him. He was also a veterinary officer, but you know they called him ST. He was Sanatamba Sanyang. So he got popular with the ST name as he was a footballer. So I kind of inherited the name from him when I was named after him. So my family, my uncles, my moms, everybody else calls me ST.
Okay, nice, ST. Because I saw a question on the internet, and someone posted that if anyone knows the meaning of ST, they were gonna win a prize. And this is something that I wanted to write on, but I couldn't win the prize because I don't know the meaning of ST. I'm glad you answered that, and everyone had that. So ST, just to go back to the question, I wanted you to give me a summary from where you're born, because we do here brikama boy or schooling and everything, just a summary of it until where you stopped schooling.
Yeah, so I was born at the Agiescorner Hospital.
Agiescorner Hospital, legi kuy am dom demal fofu la ST judo. Lu leer la le wax.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I did my primary school at Jamisa Primary, and you know, I went to Alpha Khan Brikama Upper Basic School. It's commonly known as Alpha Khan. You know, and I did my schooling, my senior schooling at Nusrat Senior. Yeah, and I studied accounting.
Musician and accountant. Hey, okay.
Yeah, but because by then it was never like I never thought I would be ST the artist. You know, it was never like that. I always had a passion for music from primary school. I was rapping, but that was just the passion, you know. And I would go to the studio, I would record my first songs out of passion, you know. But then, you know, everything changed. You know, more music kept coming. You know, I kept and I generated little fans here and there, and before you know it, this thing just keeps expanding, and then you know.
Okay,
here we are.
We wanted to know if you're from a Gilead family, or you're just from a normal family and you were inspired by someone. If yes, someone, then who inspired you into music?
I'm not from a Gilead family. You know, singatu kundantul mu julo le julo nga wafiro le, but still mbe wafiro la because mu julo. Manke jalo is still, you know.
So what's the difference between Jalo and Julo? Because I speak one thinker, but that one is above me. If you can break it down for us, please.
Jalul are singers, you know.
Okay.
Julul are like businessmen. Okay. But you know, if you come to look at it, we make music, you know, whether it's wireless money or CD, we are still selling it, you know, to make money still. So July
guys, gis ngeen ST nag duma nangu di bu ma confuse ak man dinka bi bye leen rek xamu ne man doomi talinding la jóge ST ndebota talinding te confuse. So ST, we want since you're not from a Gilead family, don't love to call on there because ST many people are asking me to blend the English, the Mandinka and the Wolof because they speak different languages and you know how Gambia is. So people, I don't want anyone to struggle with having to be a big fan of you and not hearing what we're saying. And some people are watching who are born and raised in the UK, especially my niece. She begged me to speak Wolof because she speaks English, but she was raised in a Wolof family. So I'm gonna mix and blend it. So ST, we wanted to know, like, since you're not from a Gilead family, we wanted to know, like, if you struggle, like, with your family having to be a singer, because in the Gambia, we all know the taboo, the culture. If you're not from a Gilead family, it's always a problem. Then you're So did you face that when you started singing?
Yeah, well, I really did face that, you know, because my mother was never in support of me doing music, you know. Yeah, she had a complete different plan for me, you know.
And what was this plan? We want to know.
Well, I studied accounting, you know. Yeah, I studied accounting, and you know, I was supposed to be something like an accountant or something like that. Yeah, I guess. So when you start music, you know, and then you know she doesn't know where the music comes from, you know, all of a sudden, you know, you don't expect her to understand too, you know. So it was quite complicated from the beginning, you know, because she would really trip if she hears me on stage. So this is what happened. I was recording songs, people were hearing it, but I wouldn't go perform on stage. Yeah, for a start, because like I told you from the start, it was all for fun. You know, I have a passion for music. I would just go to the studio and just start talking shit. I wouldn't really mind what I say on tracks by then. I would just talk randomly, but at the end of the day, it's more about rap, and then me and my friends would listen to it, and then we would love it, you know. And then as these fans keep generating, you know, you meet people and like, yo, I heard that song, but it's crazy. When are you bringing the next song?
Yeah.
And somebody else, yo, bro. And then you start seeing, you know, the impact these songs are making in your life.
Yeah.
You know, it changes you somehow. And then, you know, people start calling you for petty shows, you know. By then, it was, you can make money, but it was really hard. Really, you know. At my age, by then, it was really going to be hard, you know, like that. So, but then, you know, people will call you for shows and you would go and then you get paid petty cash, and that's like, whoa, this is good, you know. This feels good. And that kind of was like a motivation for me, you know. But then even at that point, it was more like, I'm just doing this part-time. It was never like, you know, this is what I'm gonna do for a career, you know. But then things keep changing, and the more fans you have and the more impact you make on other people's lives, you know, these things kind of, you know, contribute to, you know, your motivation. Because then before I knew it, I was in it full time. Yeah. But before I start, honestly, if you told me I was gonna be an artist, it would have been funny, you know.
ST, wow, amazing. Your fans are watching, and I am sure tomorrow this show is gonna be breaking the internet, because it's got stages of questions, and these questions I don't write. The team came together, and you know, I needed to call some of the people that you're even close to say, what would you ask ST if he was on the hot seat? So we've got people come together to do this questioning. So ST, we want to know, like, what are the most difficult things that you went through during your career? Ntolka si janne nka moy Gambian artist wol ka foko Gambian yi duñu dé dimbale, producer yi duñu dé li, promoter yi duñu dé li, dañ ma promote persona ñun amalu ñu njëriñ, dañ ma dé, even the female artists would say they would seduce them. If they refuse, they won't get what they want. So just take us through, because today you are a role model. Other people are watching that will even name themselves ST because they want to be like you. So watching this show, they will know that the road was not smooth like Lalo, like Bumbongo. So tell us the difficulties you have as a musician before you become one and to this stage.
First of all, recording is a problem, because most of the time, you are so young, you know, falling in love with music, and then you don't have a job, you have to go record, and these things cost a track and 2 tracks, maybe a video, like, I don't know how, most people think music is cheap, but it's not. People record one track at the cheapest level, people record one track for $10,000. Yeah, maybe not like that by then, but even then it would have been say 5,000-6,000, but even that was a whole lot of money by then. So having to put that together, and focus on your music, that is really hard, because the hustle is one thing, having to focus on the music is another. So you miss out a lot on that support. And mostly, before you are popular, not many people know you, so not less people would be willing to even listen to your music. Yeah, because it's easier when you're popular for people to listen to your music, but before you get everybody's attention, that is the problem. So that is like a struggling moment for all of the artists, I think. And like we was talking about earlier, usually it's hard to get support from families. Maybe it's not, we have not had that long record of Gambian artists, making it huge out of music, doing, extraordinary things like, other great artists are doing, outside, in Africa basically, and internationally. So people don't really, they see it as a wastage of time, like a lost cause, so you don't even get the support from your family to pursue what you want to do, pursue your dreams, so that's another thing. And then
Parce que seen biggest Gambian artist dama ko ñoo cax-caxee yëngal ko
dañ problème yi daal comme mun nañoo list gaay ba ëllëg duñ jeex daal, because comme Gambia fii ben tey, comme c'est artists are not getting royalties, and nekkut ne loolu mu ngi ñoo disturb now, mu ngi ñu doon disturb depuis kañ, because like somebody could have made a mill, after 3 years of making, say, a hit song, but then danga make a hit song, so now you still struggling, and some music so stop it for no, that's it for you. Your music can be played 100 years later, but you're not gonna make a dime out of it. So a lot of things that, even with the venues, like usually venues don't have a price, they could charge you anything, like literally then they am complication boobu non, and then I just 5 artists new I'm so on the same day, and we all share the same crowd. Even before lol dafa yaga happen basically, lots of these things, yeah.
ST, I'm glad ne laka nga fofu olof, because moto subi dafa tanga guy gis nga ñu dé setan hot seat bi already ñu na tanga, so am na ñu dé wax ne because rumor has it ne yow dégulo olof, so wara tok rek ST laka olof yu set yoy nonu wow guy no li Agiescorner rek la mëna am ne len dem rek tey rek mu gëna saf. ST tey ñëpp gis nañ la, we all saw you touring in Europe, and this is not the first time I think you've been there. I just wanted you to tell me, how did this tour in Europe came about? Because Bulfatine, again, we have Gambian artists who have made opportunity be. Why don't you just estirek buga dem tour? Why yow ndax ditala link ndax yaa ko liggéeyal sa boppa ndax da nga dox si embassy bi ne leen ma ne xam nga la suma passport baa ngi ni stamp leen ko artist la dama dem. So how did this talk came about?
Well, actually, being a good, some first time motor, yeah, it's more like my second time, yes. It's my second time, and Santa Yala, the first time was so successful, and when you have successful shows with people, the next thing that happens more than like a repetition, like that, So last time it really went well, and this time too, basically this is how it happens. It's not from our side, and then they invitation,
Okay.
on demand, like that. So there's this festival in Hanover that is going down on Saturday on the 24th, and also the Gambian Bremen Association. It's actually founded for over 10 years ago to help young African Gambians, and all that stuff, with papers and a lot more stuff like that, So we help them in raising funds, and then they use these funds to support, people when the need arises, basically. So that's kind of the arrangement that we have with them, So we couple it with other shows, because the problem is most of the people they wanna have us over here, but then it's a problem because if I'm like, it's a process, documentation stuff. Maybe guy register when then, as international promoters, Prunimuna Artist Gambia in the fee, So when you're here already, a lot more other people will reach out to you, so they can take you to different places, But these two major shows, that's what actually brought us from Gambia, Gambian Bremen Association and in Hanover Festival,
ST loolu am na solo torop because dama bëgg rek nit yi di xam muy leer, because ñeneen dinañ foog ne because ST is one of the biggest Gambian artists. I always say the biggest, and I'm proud to say that, but nit ñi dañoo foog ne is favorism because ST la rek ku nekk daf ko favor di ko yóbbu, and which is really clear. ST gis nañ ne sa traveling bi this year you went with your DJ muy DJ Stone. Many said ne Gambian artists suñu tukki duñoo nangu pick kenn seen band because dañ añaan de gisoo lekkee batandi al bu ko sonna ko moo samba Europe, you just want to go alone and that's it. So we saw that you took your DJ this time around, and to be honest, everyone is proud, even me. I'm just sitting here, I'm like, wow, he did well. So why did you go with your DJ this time around?
Yeah, sometimes mol nyanta ke I hakilo to bakele yala ne, because yala imam fengolo mumin na koto yala ne man nyinin kar ke pour ye sene andiro ke ko minto ni I koronto taka diamo to rek usually ka mistake ko soto yeah, because one thing I understand is in travel tale 1-2 times without no DJ. Lord knows see tele full year in Gambia, nka invitation also don't be reject because you can't male invite.
Oh, bless.
So I'm not gonna go to any store if you don't invite my DJs. Like at least one person with me, Nimimbita. It doesn't happen anywhere. Eman security so eman manager so eman DJ so it doesn't matter. And when you get there, you're supposed to play with just some other random DJ. Me along Kaminale like I join I play. It doesn't make no sense. Ning kanto le fango diming purka travel ndama. It's not a good picture. It doesn't look. We have a team, but it doesn't happen like that. Process so long. Minulke invite. Well, need tele purke ni modo invite. Yalan. Bato dul embassy fana kata jele, and then one dong they get rejected. Wala kake complication or but trust me, nga whole year sile mo mang invite ni modo ke canceling yelandi aside. I have different people that can actually attest to that. Yeah.
So Gambia ko dega al tolla moy ST ko al camera menti ko aka easily walatina we have the hot seat where we bring all these Gambian artists, because we only see the surface, but ST sila jenga ST jibe ate damma travelta you judge ST dafa sohor dafa bon jusol le jawiyata bukala fi ani moyeta, so you guys had it.
Yo, if I could have it my way, ning full team lebita, photographer, ning everybody else, like artists internationally do, you know, that's the dream actually, you know. The whole band will samba, not just, you know, yeah.
Esti, one of your friends I spoke to, he said, I want you to have Esti on the hot seat. I want him to come because I want you to know how humble Esti is. So just answering that question, I can see some kindness in you, because not many would say, no, I'm not going if Aji is not going. They would definitely go, and they don't care because the money still comes in their pocket, and you are an artist, especially a big artist for that matter. So Esti, obviously, you know the hot seat is hot, and it will get hot and hotter and hotter, because you know how, you have to learn them. So
Aji,
this one. Send artist, you never have condanka. Esti. Okay, recently we saw a Gambian artist who is jailed, and basically, not so it ain't all on you do watch me. You know when I come out, and I'm not scared of anything. Until we saw other media pages writing that, oh, okay, this Gambian artist is in trouble. He is in jail. They call St. Gizol, who say Dada, and other Gambian artists is attacked. That you lot should come out and do a free show and raise a fund to release this Gambian artist. I'm sure you saw this, or someone screenshot, because it's the media and things get to you guys. What are your thoughts about this? Have you thought about doing the same thing, or do you just sit there and say, well, he got himself into trouble? What is Esti's business about this? So when you saw this, or after seeing this, what do you think about that?
Well, you know, it's not a nice thing, you know, because major Gambian artists follow Mobe Alon Sino Konale, you know, and all that. So definitely, you know, but Ningafwe with the tags, doing shows and all that stuff. Tax will mean sotaka overseer and tax will settle sometimes. Okay, accept. Usually if a negative comment about minkana occasionally, like nka share na story to, you know, I share everything on my story. Yeah, usually sometimes na siya ta back muka check, nka click direct, nga be accept. Because, you know, to me, more thought so long, you know, more nyantala na module mira men, not just yalan and stuff like that. Yeah. But ngalon, I wouldn't want to go into personal stuff all that stuff. But I believe my Gidela quote is being handled now. Yes.
Okay. Are you part of the people that handled it?
Well, be man.
This is the hot seat. You can't look at the Abu Bilal, don't talk about. Are you part? Esti, hola, Esti, but Bankano, kind of more fair.
Hey, alaku handle telerek, you know, Gambia be content.
Gambia be content.
You know.
Guy, because Galco. Esti fale with my Jada. Esti nanguta def effort. But Esti, again, we saw Mike came out from
you see the thing with DJ Laku and coming for the full ear mantra soon reject because the money model in there's a lot of other things. So just because more man FM for outside doesn't necessarily mean
that's why we have the hot seat.
You know, like that, you know. So yeah,
yeah, that's why we have the hot seat, Esti, because like I said, the show is about, you've been watching it because you have your colleagues here. That's why the show is about the gossip, the assumption, because people say shit that they don't know about other people. Sorry for the language. So that's why I am so proud to have you here, because because Ibuka Fintifana Yediamo, Ibuka respond. Everyone knows Esti as the mute, someone that is muted. You mute yourself. So manak alia janjang Esti yoko do dundi jen telaf. Afala ko bori.
But Aji. Glass laji. Kala
no iba no kaso.
Ito yung kandida back na jisuma kijero wandi.
Esti una fatanga. Esti said it's called the hot seat. So you know what? Even when I started, even your friends are like, let it be hot. We want it to be hot. So Esti, it's gonna get hot and hotter and hotter and hotter. So okay, recently I had Sister Njai here, and it was about the What's Sahalat. We saw that you just wrote a post about What's Sahalat and said you withdraw from What's Sahalat. And then before we know it, best to best ST withdrawn. Do you know what? My friend called me and she said, I want when ST comes to the hot seat, ask him why he is withdrawing on everything. He said, even ST, when you're about to give him a girlfriend, he will say, I have withdrawn. She calls you Mr. Withdraw. So ST, everyone would call you Withdraw ST. Seriously, you need to slow down with the withdrawing. So we want to know, like, because we had, there was a police case with the Watsahalat and all of that. So we want to know the story behind why you withdraw from the Watsahalat. Just give us a tips about you withdrawing. And if you have a beef with Sister Jai, let's know. Let us know.
I don't have any beef with Sister Jai. I really don't, you know. Yalong was a lot more complicated a little bit, you know, because with the police thing, you know, so the beginning last year I was in like for year before last long I was in like announced artist of the year because dindin dole bidia I'm junior still but dindin along, you know. So you call it comfort so I've banning the like
Okay. Here's the story.
Yeah, exactly, you know. So saying what didn't you some police. Yalan. But in for whatever reason, you know, yenta call wala le na manager call. Malam fe kam
I'm getting
so aku kata wala nyama rek but nte fango ning honestly ni manna ni mo manna diam wala so na manager le ni communicator so he would be in the best position to tell you how more about it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but ngala ne ko sino nyimbe kata tenne basically, you know.
Yeah, ST, I had Sister here on the hot seat because I love to give every Gambian a platform. I don't care who you are, but as long as you're a Gambian, this platform is for you. So, ST, you having to withdraw from the show, then why did you withdraw from? Because many said you withdraw Talewa Sahalat because you were scared to win Artist of the Year. Some said because like we even had Attack said, oh, some of these Gambian artists are not coming anymore to the Watsahalat because of him. So we want to know, like, why did you withdraw from the Watsahalat? Why?
I wouldn't wanna Adiamo is about Diamo jump for battle, but income what
just summarize it for us.
I don't wanna and I will not go where I am where I feel I'm not respected.
Oh,
well okay. I feel I'm not respected there. I don't need to be there. And kung afu nyamin diam aku Seattle a long time call and the found kudol fang fole you know exactly.
ST, just this summary of you saying I'm not going to where I am not respected. I respect that because you know what, me, I'm a fan. ST, that brings us back to the best. We also saw that you withdrew from the best, and we had from a platform called the VMTV that you said that they said literally, not you, that you withdrew because they had an event with one of the artists that they feel like you're a rival with. So what was your reason? Because like hearing from you, he say ST, yo, lan mo nekk sa reason lutanga withdraw from the best.
People saw me go to perform at the Sundur. I was at the Sundur. Yeah, that was my performance. The same night, so long. Yala ne mo Jamal ba for support Gambian music and all that stuff. Look, Fatu Kamara mo Gambian sister. It was all Gambian events. Yalan. So you know, don't let Tata Jan the Mao Damalo, you know. But the rest will come out on all the Diam Bambal.
ST, when I called your manager to have you on this platform, he told me you're not you don't accept interviews since 2021. He said, He said, ST does not accept interviews. But it took me one call. I called you and you answered. I tried to introduce myself and you said, Aji, I know you.
Yeah, Aji, of course.
Just wait.
Yeah,
Just wait. So,
Aji,
guys, I am honored. You see, Agiescorner is the deal. ST came deep in 2021. Ki ko face do they nangu ST do they nangu da plan do mo sa platform. So ST, I want to know, like, and I had rumors had it that you will never go to VMTV. So I want to know why you rejecting interviews all these years. Why?
I don't. Sometimes I don't even understand why people say these things. Interviews will kill it, you know. Like usually it's not. I have a team. You know, when imagine the manager la call ya fire, ima fonte nung ko left interview lela. So most of these people, it's not even me talking to them. Put ya for malafi interview la, you know. Nga management all the do request all you kana ikasiale. So out of the many, I guess maybe I can get based on timing neti yala nerek, you know, abe mo ka possible no dal, but it doesn't mean muka di molanka interview also.
You know, your bonnet top artist, but they leave. Who an interview? So I'm gonna hear on some platform. We do for them.
No.
Yeah,
you need the interviews, though. You need the interviews.
Of course, you guys know it. Need the interview because it's a teamwork. You guys need us as much as we need you guys. So, ST,
you know, sometimes sometimes they're complicated, and I just come say, yo, musulon sohla darasi artist bide. Just one time, gonna go perform on my new law. Hey, you know, like not jump into conclusion. Kuku life I'm nila mel. You know, if it doesn't work one time, it doesn't mean it would never work. It doesn't mean that person is like this. You know, so this should take elik dal. You know.
Yeah, ST, dina dolel si dinga wax nonu tamit because sometimes tamit ñun tamit dañ dey selfish to you guys. We don't call you guys for an interview unless we hear there's a
sometimes it's days. Sometimes I just 3 days before. You know, some do they ham dal. Why ham nane? You know, it doesn't. It makes my responsibility. You know, man, I have a well organized team, and so we get a request. It goes through the team, and you know, usually they decide. You know, whether to grant interviews or not. You know, do they make a, you know, it's not like it all comes to me. You know.
Guys, lolu leer na ba pare di interview bay len sub ciow amé rek ngeen bëgg OST ci tanga bi ko ngeen ko soxla ñi den need platform without ciow bi sax pour ngeen promote len ST we had like you are a Gambian artist and the only Gambian artist who is holding a diplomatic passport. If this is true, you might make it clear. If not, just say it's not. But if this is true, how did you get that diplomatic passport? And do you think it's fair?
Well, you know, so I see nothing unfair about it because, yeah, I'm not diplomatic passport, you know, and I'm not appointed as cultural ambassador, but there's a process to these things. And I and my team went through this process, you know, like that, you know. So it wasn't like, you know, then talk like somebody called us, you know, come over here, you know, take this. No, you know, we know what we are doing, you know, and then what the type of music we do, and you know, lan am pour def, you know. So lolo la rek comme numa la ko waxe rek, you know, I have a team, and then you know, when we want something, we go through, we make research, we go through the right channel, you know.
Oh, ST, we have seen that ST is a big artist. When it comes to lyrics, I tell people, if you know music, you don't listen to ST and jump. You listen to lyrics. Like Jandimbe Kontanda Purka ST Lamoy, I have my AirPods where there is no noise and anything. I just listen to everything that you say. And you know, like one of your songs, Babala Letaro, it touches me to the point that like many today are going back to that song because it relates. That's why I tell people, ST Mukawan Dilaleti among musicians. If you get it, I don't know if I'm saying it right. You are more of like an inspirational speaker in your music, because when people listen to your, if people listen to lyrics and listen to ST, your lyrics are power. So ntol lafta kalon nenu ST, do you write your songs or someone else write those songs for you?
I write all my songs. Yeah.
Okay, so
Right.
guys, ST Walker de Binda. So ST, you writing your songs and having the power, and when you just drop a song, everyone is like ST ST ST. So ntol lafta kalon ne fo ite nang de la hu nonu ya hanyu rek si marabu yi nonu rek genen ñu release bu dof ST wañu ndax dañu dee dem liggéey rek ñoo suy fa xanga release da fa dee suy saafara ni ka safol saafara release
amera ni wala ni wala ngala moro dingole folo be kala stati.
uyu leen ST mu ne su dee loolu la kon doomi sëriñ ñi kon ñooy nekk star boobu leer na
ko nga fe ñamin ñing abi mu do quality abi mu do quality nde look, I'll tell you this, yeah. I hate to go to Moro Fang in the first place. Like I hate puru na duko like nka sleepless nights will mean nke bankes na every na struggle la nka minke pen and paper kala nka min safe wala bala like Ndela feel for a second Moka discredit over something else. So I don't even want to be seen anywhere around that fang in the first place. Because I know what I go through. And it's been so many years. I could literally do this forever. It's writing songs have not been my problem. My problem have been, is this good enough for me? That's the problem. That's the problem with me. Nka song jamal safe ka song safe o manke issue. Just what we do nte fon mu kam fan satisfy wala problem oti. Nka song safe le mu nte ma like nga bi rock nga cancel. I have to start it again. Try for the level of ming nte fon be comfortable like wow I love this. So all on thing into yalan. But it's like I was born for this,
ST, that is clear. ST, in all of the because rumor has it since your first event, stadium of funding, tap, mashallah, touch wood. From that first event, wotumole open mic nimfa. You killed the open mic from boosting the next year. And they said because of this, you're also killing Wasahalat and other big events in the Gambia. Do you see your annual yearly shows killing every other event in the Gambia, any other music event in the industry in the Gambia?
But why? I thought I made the open mic. I really thought I made the open mic. Really have one thing I killed, Yeah, but in 2013, the Alindomo time, from that moment, the Alindomo open mic, every other year is been ST highlight. So I don't get literally. Look, most of the crowd are there because of ST. So I don't get why Ibafulanga open mic fale when open mic benta kumandira le ngata perform gali still. Man kam fila man jering aku dul fo ko ngapo nyame na be mu ka fo. Yeah, but open mic yalo neko open mic yalo neko ntinge support le wholeheartedly. Honestly, na open mic will kill me yalong ko fay manju. Still, o man get fenti yalan. But at the end of the day, Gambian music long to be a start wala nyama, But malum artist dola suka, artist dola so buindi nyama more understand no still. Like nin suka tinda nin so do tinya nyama when 2 months they tema when every other week soul beke kan Gambia lebe pap kanjang mul mina kanje. I don't see how, way anybody like so connect that, come what to do in the phone like I can phone him period. I can phone him period basically.
I'm sorry, most of these rumors you do hear but you just give them deaf ears. Basically, we want to know like ST year over year you release an album. The following year you will do your own show. Many are wondering, especially this is for us man hale yu ñew mi yalan ko they look up to you. Like we want to know ST, what is keeping you going and going and going and going? Like what is there that is like making ST every day, every day, every day? What's the magic in there?
Fan soul, nothing was settled. This is career for me. Malam fekam feel, you know. Music ka below jo, music ka demanding of post to motivational like na from putata ni level to. So like this is what I do, and I'll always do it, you know, to the best. But come, how do I tell it? Yajele fan soul wato dol people in so many different cases. It's a motara elurin ST. Even yadi, even kulli boy. Bila wala inte man believe me mitle bro. Boy there was this time be jana bro be problem sifa kono bro nkela dinkilo la moy la somonda fawlaro bro ete fawmala e min kente. Bila wala talai. Nalo netele kodo sotante nak but 20 euros felenting ata, you know, like that for real. Come 1,000 different scenarios like that, you know. Konkafu nika contribute more life to in one way or the other, and then ika feedback sort of from them. I can motivate because I wanna stand for positive change. You know, I wanna make positive changes in other people's life. You know, I wanna be known as that person. You know, so in the musical, that's the more reason I don't just wanna have to do. Just random music, me and okay, movie talent, even doing okay. But you know, most of it is Puruka Modo Makwe somewhere, Kamodo Helal somewhere, you know, Kamodo Motivate somewhere, Kamodo Hakilo Bulandi somewhere. Yeah.
ST, that really touched me. Motah mane ma indi la fi pour nit ñi ñoo xam kuy ST. People to know, because I feel like the hot seat on question on on the interviews, people think that it's not relevant, but the smallest it is, the most important it would be to someone else who is watching. Definitely. Yeah. So, to be honest, ST, basically we saw recently last year or this year or year before, I think it started 1 year ago. We saw no, before I go, okay, ST, it is the good question. Because everyone is writing here, the good, the good, the good. Do you think that you're the good? Do you think that you're the good?
Yes.
And what makes you think
I know
that you're the good?
But because like see not generational, like you know man can not generational, you know. I think everybody can attest to that, you know. Like most of these kids, rap can sign I've supported them.
You calling them kids? Hey, FC muna hale and them talk. Problem
but hey,
no,
but seriously, you know, facts is facts. Most of these kids, I've supported them. I've contributed to their careers. Yalan, even before Sam Molly long. What will maybe Molly and Sam Molly and tell Molly long, but what time will maybe Molly and tell on the Mommy long. Malam.
Yeah.
At that time, exactly. So, what time winning be? What count, you know, to what? Yalan couldn't make a move beat. So, like, until a generation or niminally start come music kenyola, you know, well, 90% be mantra musical right now. See, minuli along komol bafla numfang hey star ball long before until a generation. So, it's like a different thing. Since internet, it's been consistency for the generation or but for next generation or not. So yeah, Nico good, you know, that you know that's only
you know, like not everyone is educated or not everyone went to school to some level that they would understand the good. Sometimes other people will just go with the flow, the good. Iba mira lako nying bal mimbe it all kawale for the good. Sani, you as the Gambian artist who is proudly on my platform telling me that you're the GOAT. And guess what, ST? Today I feel like I am the GOAT because I have ST on my platform and 1 point something K is watching. Agiescorner is the goat. So Agiescorner is the goat. So guys, today we have done it. We just broke history. Esti, again, I want you to tell us the meaning of the goat. GOAT.
Greatest of all time.
Buddy Esti. So Ite, you are telling me on my platform you're the greatest in the whole Gambia. Jeff, I salute you, sir.
Yo, I'm you know, everybody else saying it too. Comment girl,
if ST is the goat, send more hearts, share the video more, and write on the comment section. Hold on, listen, I want to see in the next 10 minutes the goat continuously, just for us to know if ST is the goat. Nelen them, the goat, bullet comment the goat. In Mandinka, I want to see the next 10 minutes. All the goat. Let's see. The next 10 minutes non-stop, the goat. Esti, to be honest, I am so happy to have you here. And you know me, I am energetic. So I am giving you back the energy because I'm all over the place. I have behavior problem, trust me. But it brings like the fire in the show. But Papa, I have no questions. So Esti, again calling you the goat, and everyone calling you the goat, and me myself calling you the goat. And even today, good. Papa Esti, hang on here. Man, I'm such a moment. Dire goat be tay man majil ko. Tay man may the goat. Me mare. Banga dem. Tay may the goat. Esti, ina mol ko so kana bang. Kana bande. Hey.
No, ni famata nyola le fana wala tin.
La jila, these people. Esti, ita ni bota jan. You ibe slota la lebi. Bila wala. Esti, welcome back. New Delhi what for so be emon. Like I was saying already, people are making so many comments. Iko ito lang the goat Esti. I don't understand these people. Yeah. So Esti, like I said, let me just send it back to your throne.
Jukala diga nga wax nonu de.
Wa because he said, "Mum fidi la support full time. Muna yai the goat."
Yes, Juka suma blood like, you know.
Ade muna yai the goat.
100.
Juka.
Saluto.
Juka, Esti muna atol kala ko leke. Juka muna yai the goat.
Kendeke.
So Esti, sending it back to where we stopped. Like last year or year before, we saw Attack holding the head of a goat, and then he literally slaughtered this goat and said, "Oh, I have slaughtered your goat." So, like, yo, do you think that you have a beef with Attack, or do you think that because we, all of us, including me, all of us thought that, like, you guys are beefing, you have an issue because we haven't had you say anything. Do you think that you lot have a beef? And if yes, what is going on?
I don't ni mom beef, you know. Ni mom ni moye bisoto mol bala na ko ni moye bisoto you know. You know, but usually ni modole problem also with me yala never fanang is another thing, but trust me, the last thing na min plan walang ka problem also with any Gambian artist, you know, because nte ngana position on and Gambia musical nita a lot lela. We have a whole lot, like I feel like kanyo mutakata kanyo push wale ben sambala nyato more than yen mbem yalande or fan piti ndo malam fe kanjer. So mol hakili nyaman killing, you know. Mol miral nyaman killing, but ni mom problems are those.
So Esti, you're literally telling me and the whole general public that you have no issues with Attack.
I don't remember us having any problems.
Okay, now here is the deal. We normally don't see you attend any of his shows, and I haven't seen him recently attend any of your shows, like not on the list. Is it that you guys intentionally not invite each other, or you just not that close to be on the same platform?
Since when? Like what? Since when are you talking about? Ning generation artist soul. Yeah. Well, malong for upcoming all minu kana manke mo beti, but ngalon neko like mil baby on top. Lana there was a time do mal letino. You know, and the NGB le kwe kutuma and don't contribute to build la music koto yala. So, you know, come contribute to come bill ndeke la moti min kaw min be cookie le damage la malon fe ka understand. Yeah.
I am proud to hear that. Okay, ST, that's a good one. Huh? Hey, ST. Na question of candidate. So, basically, do you think that, like, at some point, if anyone, like a Gambian artist right now, beef you or try to bring anything up between you and him, do you normally feel like it's a big artist like many other artists would try to boast like that fire, that boast to say, okay, man, ST like them attack. Is that one of the reasons why Gambian artists only a tampon or they bring a drama? You just say, I can't be bothered. They're just looking for fame, for a name, or just to pass through. Is that why you normally go quiet?
No. Mo Jamal, Momo la reason, model the music, Momo own reason na sort of minat na the music ko na mala fe kam feel. Kung afe nyamin from the start, I'm still with the same thing. I want to make positive changes, you know, in my country, you know, in the music and in people's lives. Yalan. Na dinkilo 3/4 be is love, is unity, is mulena mulbe call solve la nyamin and in call milbe mul disturb la, you know. I cannot be the one that would look at somebody and start talking, yeah, mde kalatende ninge mutambe fenkalatende aliabi, or you know, like that. It's not in line with what I stand for. You need to understand this, Yalan. And I have a mission, I have a course, and I'm on my lane, and fentati na lang lose focus la water. Malang
ST, I bet they already screen record what you just said to put it on all these platforms. I bet they already did. Yeah, to that. ST, basically, have you write a song or did a song? Just I want to hear this from you, from the horse's mouth. Have you ever song right? Have you ever done that?
No, not really. But yalong musical, everybody is somehow everybody be mood. Yeah, music rap from world, you know, fan tagale, you know. Man feel it.
Yeah.
When I come, I do my rap, I talk this and that and that. I say ntelong nyinti. Man feel it.
Yeah.
When the next man comes, what does he say? Literally, it's the same thing in a different way. Next man, when he comes, even in a different way, he would still be on the same thing. Yang understand, you know, because that's the art. Yang understand. So, dumamuna wahne, you know, binana puru this neck, you know, no. You have to be danga wara am lolu pour sa xol bi pour yow nga gis ci sa bopa ya ngi understand
yeah
exactly
you have to relate to the song
exactly so ninko nga fuare yafo akatating I mean ma will be fanjala jere na me ma ite fanjala je and that's how the songs are like na ma ite le fanka guilty fanjeje but it's not like me directing songs to anybody directing songs, hell no.
ST lolu important tamite lerna aseniatale. We saw another Gambian artist Fanang, I forgot his name. He came out to say Iteyala songo la bit ala bito, or his way of singing, you stole that. And at YD or Y, I can't remember his name because he haven't sung anything for a while, until lately when you sang a new song. I think this was last year's song. He came out to say, oh, you try to copy him, you try to take his style, and he is one of the dindingos that you're saying, these kids, you know what I mean? So tell us, like, when he said that, do you also have a problem with him what's going on between you and YD. I don't know if I'm pronouncing the name right. Guys, write it because yan mom lu nek nga xam ci music industry.
Yeah, but you know, kung Africa, I mean, like, na musical, it's original, it's always been. Yalane. It's like, it's always been me. Yalane. So, nte place ul mi yalon ko, you know, come yalane rek, ikafanya dile, mu boss leti, yalane.
Esti mo naman ka boss Gambia nangulen ko. Lila yala dogal. Nangulen.
But industry la saf. So saying, nila tabirin nun ke, ila tayo sa frek, minale, yalane, mo sin na somehow rek, or something like that. Yeah, so, whether
Agiescorner doro ya saf.
whether it's genuine or not, whether it's real or not, everybody is gonna have to try to have their way with me. You know, but malong ntangamera ni mulka jibero ke konti ntangamera ngawo jele aka keng ni manke sinya kilinta manke fulati every other year. You know, aka ke kudoti every other year. Kudolong every other year. Kudolong, you know.
ST, you're just trying to tell us that is the maturity, and you have been in the music industry for so long. You know how things goes, and you have matured, you have grown during all these years, which I'm proud of. That is so clear, and I'm proud to hear that. ST, ST is untouchable. Everyone says that. ST is untouchable. Nico ST dorong ST la fansol be fintila like. You just sleep. This is basically why ST is you're telling us like I'm suffering from mutism because you mute yourself. Because just say ST, hey melentan ye gong geg ye.
No, but it's defending for like ST ma.
Wait, you're on the hot seat. Wait for me to arrive. So ST, iko ST mobile ma. Iko ite you are the untouchable of the untouchable of the untouchable in the Gambia. So iko hanini ST ma iko rumor has it ne kabri attack fongo ye ST ma attack fongo akasila fanale for are you grubole soto I need 70 people 80 people like a 50 beka grubo because akasila ila fan so it's the hot seat I talked to. So ST, is it true that you're untouchable? And what is it about you that your fans, even on TikTok, why is that happening? And how did you achieve all of this from these fans?
I don't feel I'm untouchable. Nobody is untouchable. Nobody is untouchable, you know. Inata FM for maybe estima. Usually for the mulka taramim for kang.
ST, just to put you on hold there. I want to know how you built the love with these fans. How did you do it?
But kong amin for long, you know, I do music for the people. And nimol ikifanya ni music okonale, you know, because the same life maybe will live you know, kanyo hakili bulandilong, kanyo karandilong, you know, and you know.
Hamge la baile du call ST. Man magi am suma moment bi.
Ika artisola musical la moy nyamen. Watu dul inaka relate wala nyam e ka low wala nyam mal feel, you know, and I go extra miles pour que fans will satisfy and nyim fans will they know my music is all for them, it's representing them in any way. Nyim fans will ke fan represent anim musico mi along go beto le fan represent ka.
ST, like I said, Fufuma Dole Lafa, I want to add on something. Last year you came to the UK and I was at the Gambian weekend. I took a video and you even ate at my sister's canteen at the Gambian Cultural Weekend, which I just think me and you, we have a connection there because everywhere you go is where Agi and that, I just think we have a connection. We just going through each other's path. There must be a reason, which I'm proud of, to have the biggest Gambian artist eating at my sister's canteen when he came to the UK. And my sister was like, ST, ST. So when you came to Birmingham, ST, just put dole linga wane yo dang de jox fancy sa time. I had people saying Gambian artists dañ reuy so len buggé approach sax ñuy lifin wala di la difin xamuy sen bopa dañu rew. ST, I saw you in Birmingham. When I saw you in Birmingham at the park event, I even have that picture here. We took a picture. ST, you, ibatata, hello, hi. You spend every moment to hug people, to shake their hands, to this and that, to the point that you didn't eat for a while. You were so hungry. The time I came to you, were like, Aji, just give me a moment to eat something and come back. Adamala buga dollar regne, dega. Man dama buga discerne because man dama de wax ne suma platform bi so degguwut platform bi de pour yow te tay dama la cerne lolu man gis na fo xamne ST bay nga sa liggéey tal nga nit ñi lekulo yaangi sona yaangi wor yaangi mek so ku nekk jox nga ko gidam. I'm so proud of you, definitely.
fans do jele isa taray yale ini mo besonka kang ST la kola continuously every day tenengo for dimaso every other day yala ne ST ko be la musical la moela yala ne be in fact be la musical from present kam modolia but you don't know all these people imi long and it be long nanu yala so some of those people mini yala ko ka fire for months and every other day maybe the chance to la keje sinya clean pour ya fo ko ST na nga picture ke even do it story be explain yeno comme tol kanyi nenyi neke ma fe kam feel so the best thing, the least you can do is yet 3 minutes di wala rek ay picture sort of mimba over content in dila then yalo ne if I'm busy in the for somebody me yalo ko every day akaterela ko wala but you never know who is who fanang so for a fans will appreciate that because ni fans will think koya fanya maybe better than for
yeah, to be honest, I'm glad that you didn't forget that we made you who you are, and that's the reality. We made you who you are. ST, basically, lafta ka lonne because maybe many people say ST is a Manding artist, like a Mandinka artist, and it says we in the Gambia we have majority of Mandinkas. So many people says, oh, ST is a top artist because he's a Mandinka. All the Mandinkas are biased and behind ST to push him because we always say so say do social can even in class. Hey, you de pass exam. So legi ST then buga hamda because you're a Manding artist or you're from a tribe that is that the Mandinka tribe is why your music career it won't stop. It goes and over and over every year. It goes top. Yeah, is that why?
Because I'm a man. No, I think if it is that we have a lot of Manding artists, like Manding, what to do? It's clear.
The rumor that I for more coming for.
Mole Manding artists deal soto, it's a whole lot. I'm client before Tefon, and even after being the Natanang, Malam feel it. It's never like that, But Manding Olong Kamati, Namin Susu, and then Sempang Express no Kango Minna. To the highest level, Fumolia, Faham, Inyanta Faham, Rukranyam, Wallat in Nankako. Nka a little bit of wall of blend in a song soul canale, a little bit of Fulaki Jele right now. Not a non to that level. Best believe, I'll be using them a whole lot, but sometimes Kakango Mui and Kamui and of Pruka Dinkilo Sakala are two different things, Yeah.
ST lolu leer na Molia even Foliko Niaje is switched up from English singing English to Mandinka. That's the reason why. So I wanted to know why you stopped rapping in English because your songs from the beginning used to be just English but you switched. So just to make it clear for people's head to clear, we all go to bed tonight with a clear head. Is that why you also stopped singing rapping in English and then moved to switch to Mandinka?
Yeah, like I told you, from the start, it was just for fun. I would go to the studio, I would record just to be able to listen to it with my friends and feel good about it. When I started Mandinka, that was when I took it for a career, I wanted my music to have a meaning. I wanted to stand for something. I wanted to stand for something completely different from what everybody else stood for, So a whole lot of changes had to be made when I took it for a career,
Okay.
Then it's not a joke no more and it's not fun no more. So, of course, plans need to be laid, there needs to be an action plan.
ST, they said the Gambian music industry is tribalist. and many people said, oh, we should take tribalism out of the Gambian music industry. Yeah, follow ko. That is why now from many Gambian artists, many alonko ibe denkilo la kanune surwa kangola fula kangola other languages. Now because of the tribalism in the industry, music industry, they even switch to sing now in Mandinka because believe leko ha esti Mandinka le sing or a musical now akanale in Mandinka walatina he is gaining more popularity walatina sani more kafoleko some of the even these Gambian artists are switching to Mandinka. So do you think the Gambian music industry is tribalist?
Tribalist? No. You know, Gambian, I don't think Gambian music industry is tribalist, you know.
ST, I wanted to know, I should have asked this from the beginning. Why do you call yourself the Brikama Boyo? Because we have many towns, cities in the Gambia. So why are you so biased to name yourself your city? Wait, I would have been proud to hear you call yourself the Talinding Boyo because I'm from Talinding, ST. Can we switch the name to the Talinding Boyo? Please.
Look, you know, like it's all about representing where I'm from, you know. And say Brikama, you know, that's a long story.
I've heard it. We want to know why the Brikama Boyo.
Yeah, it's just about being proud of where I'm from and representing it, you know. It wasn't like Brikama was like the best of all places and all that stuff, you know, generally, you know, when I was going to school, Brikama, that's like far away, you know.
You were just showing us that you're proud of where you
yeah, exactly. Even we didn't exactly. Well, so regardless, you know, I tried to show I'm proud of this is the place that I'm from, you know, or whatever you call it. It's home for me. It's beautiful. It's amazing, you know. So I like, you know.
So you want
to from Brikamonkola, just naturally
you
proud of
see them, they're telling me, they're asking me to leave the people in Brikama. Me too, I want ST to be telling the boy. Just give us ST for a day to take the title of Talinding Boyo. ST, they said because you brand yourself to Brikama Boyo, that's why some of these Gambian artists also are branding themselves like Hussein Dada, calling himself Sukuta Boyo, because you called yourself Brikama Boyo and you gained the popularity and the hearts of people in the Gambia. So people like Dada also came out to say Sukuta Boyo to gain the hearts and people of the Gambia. So can you tell us, is that what you're doing in the industry?
I cannot say anything about that, you know. Yeah. Like I'm representing an area that I represent Kawala Nyama, you know. So it's just two proud niggas, yala na mini yalang kay kontantila suwal la like beji yala na represent correct, you know. By the way, shout out to Dada, that's my brother for life.
ST, batuba. Yajele ni Talinding call ngesole until next week. Ni mo as artist ba man fit Talinding
ka. No, barinta mo Talinding boyol tin tara news radle. Talinding ndaka chill Talinding nanung for 3 years.
Honey, you may understand me foka. We also from Talinding T-Town. We want artists like Sukuta Boyo and in Pirkama Boyo. You better make yourself important in Talinding.
Artist will te banna T-Town nak yalan.
Kenalen ngen represent you. Bulama disgrace. ST, just to go to the next question quickly. Iko, like each time you have a beef with someone, because you just said Dada Maboyo, because they hot sit like the questions are hot. Iko, each time you have a beef with someone or Yamira someone is creating an issue around you, is when you groom people like Hussein Dada, Dog Father, and then start posting them to bring them on your page. They said, oh, ST was never proud to promote this young artist, but because now the beef is hot on him, he is using this artist to bring them on this platform. Is this true or not?
How do you say the beef is hot on him?
Every week, Dorong. Doka for the ST is not the goat. I ban you kumamuta.
I'ma beef at anybody. Put mamuna wa beef be dafa hot sumakau in the first place. Can you understand? Yeah. Man suma state of mind, you know, told with yeah. But I don't even have to put it on social media. I do support a whole lot of upcoming Gambian artists. I do. You know, I don't have to record a track for X for me to come and say on my type on my fan page, yeah, you know, nga recording and all that stuff. Man, I'm feeling, you know.
Yeah.
And support doesn't always have to be just because imam ramo post kaila fan page or man ka ma support comes in different ways.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, so nsa for nga alatin to, you know, nte ning at least 90% I can say of artists who are good rap sort of that, you know. And artists upcoming or minu kana respect wala katarete man niaje fa mobe wulla mobe mala fo modo fm fo je salon ka respect wala sort of malam fe kanja so wala bit o respect ko na kula ka sabo malam fe kan feel exactly, you know. So very I love all upcoming Gambian artists. Momo love to support la me along contains as kinu, you know, mkakele, you know, for you know a discourse on numbam, for performance numbam, for you know, like the thing is it akela no more be, you know, and still that brings us to yala in minute time possible, and then it's like another story, yala. But yo, like I want to be that person. I want to be that person would give out my heart to other people. Come on, I've said it before.
Yeah.
It's not one person cannot boy. Nigeria star le boy, whiskey bijele boy, be a bona boy, sort of boy, or Martin na boy, boy, modul manna.
Why gis nga call nañ ko ST you've got a call mole call kotenke if you can put your phone on do not disturb ajibe fo be mute button no nyin jelale yeah on mute because it's on mute down where the emojis are it should have a mute button try to click. Okay, perfect, so I don't have to
yeah. I got it. So Stajaman live in Nigeria, you know, just because whiskey dear hito bundila o muka mean come Davido ta bundila no or Bona Boy ta bundila no. All of them are doing their thing, you know, they are all big in their different ways. Upcoming artists will find will be a cool kekane, you know, like that, Omaliwal and all that stuff. It's not a one man thing, you know, so Momo sila cool kenole. So Gambian artists will wale Jamal Batandinat. Julka feel ko nini mamboje multi ite jelanu. Malon fe kan feel the multi ite jenule nyinje fo doing do fananje. You don't have to stop the next man puru moli ite je. Iman ni pur kallo mo nyato puru moli ite. Malon fe kan feel. So wala you know.
I am sure Gambian artists will watch this. And again, ST take back info. I just want to say, people say, like especially the English people say, respect is reciprocal. You give it and you earn it. And I think that's exactly what you try to say in few words. ST, we saw you.
And by the way, shout out to Dog Father, you know.
Dog.
Yeah.
Dog kind of de pare put de pour yow lu leer la.
No, but dog is my brother, you know. Yeah.
ST, we saw you with Bubakar Jawara and Yusundu. Are we about to hear a collabo from these people, or was that just a meetup or a discussion, or you guys were just having a meeting?
Well, it was more of a discussion, you know, on working on a collabo, you know. But you know, Yusu was supposed to go on a tour, so after the tour, we were supposed to, you know, talk more regarding the collaboration. It was more like that.
Lolu Lerna, ST, we wanted to know like a quick summary of how your collabo with Baba Mal came. How did you meet Baba Mal? How did you guys do that song? Because not many artists would have Baba Mal to do a collab with. And just recently we saw that the Black Panther movie, the song that is sung there is Baba Mal who sang the song. Yeah. So obviously that is a big artist of all time, like a legend. So you know, please tell us how did this collab came about with Baba Mal?
Well, when we had the you know, when this song came out, you know, I wanted it to be more global, you know. You know, I felt like the song was powerful. It's not just for Gambia, it's literally for the whole of Africa. you know, because until be problem killing all of Africa, you know. So I felt like I needed a face that would give it that international, that global feeling. And like you said, Baba Mal is that icon, you know, me along internationally, Dunia Be along and all that stuff, you know. And you know, he's been doing great and amazing, even though like most young artists will imukaja near collab and stuff like that, you know. And we wanted something different, and we felt like Baba Mala voice ka sort of a song to about over authenticate like it will take it to a longer, you know, height, you know, compared, you know. And kung afwe like Malaf ka limit to Gambia. Now it's like Senegambia, Gambian in Senegal, and you know that connection alone. Yeah, but I wrote the song already. I recorded all my part. I just took it to Baba Mal, and I told him we needed you on this song. And then we played the song for him. He listened to the verse. Baba just, I'll do it. I'll do it. Come tomorrow. And we was there the next day, and bam, you go. And he's so super nice with it. You know, Baba is Baba, even on the mic. It was so amazing, you know.
Esther, to be honest, like seeing an artist like you and other few Gambian artists, is, for example, I would call Jalimadi, having to tour the Middle East. I would have never thought of a Gambian tour in the Middle East makes us proud. And please, 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 take our follow Nikilim Yeyo Jokoko, Yen Yenako Yeyo, because today you guys are taking Gambia internationally, and which we're proud of. Esti, we saw, hold on, sorry, let me read this question properly. We saw that you're very famous in Casamas, and the people in Casamas loves you. When you go to Casamas, you sowed love. Sometimes you sowed so much love, you would think that the people in Casamas loves you more than the Gambia. How did you make that connection with you and the people in Casamas? And have you thought of any song that you will write and name it after Casamas?
Well, I don't feel no difference between Casamas and Gambia, because the truth is Casamas feels like brikama. I go to Casamas, it's like brikama, like my hometown. The only difference is, okay, oh, these are two different, oh, there's a border in between. But otherwise, it's like the same people, the same culture, you know, Kangoning, you know, and all that, you know, it's just the same. This ngamol means sort of Gambia, like, you know. Yeah. But, what was the second question? Sorry.
Have you thought of writing a song?
Yeah. Actually, I wrote this song. I wrote the song already. Ngakoro so safela already. You know, song kon ni takasa artisul laje puruka authenticate fanang, you know. So yeah, but for some reason, you know, like I stopped the chorus also, you know, and then, you know, I just moved on. Because what we do is like, nkanyin song start na inspiration or samba song do so ngaw part ngatanyin song do, you know. So what we do time muka so nka nsina muruno nyin song do kan, but as it know like so long, you know, like basically one day like nga inspiration do set up boy rek ngalong ko, oh shit, that really works with that song. And then that's when it comes, you know, like that, you know, because that song will be more vibrant, you know. You don't have to force it, you let it flow.
That's very good, ST. At least Kasama school and at least they will feel like they won't be left out in your whole career. Guys, I saw you guys asking me to read your comments. We'll fat in a hot seat, but then could they plan? Maybe you guys are so new here. Then could they plan questions? Then could they be the balan you know? So my buge black ST questions. In a binda yip ST so ST, we've got I've got this question. We have seen many Gambian artists. Your hamne. In artists all industry to Inata, Ilakaria, they failed, and some of them didn't even fail because they didn't get the support, financial support, or they didn't get a good manager and all of that, and literally their career sank. And we haven't heard from them for a while. Some of them even try to come back and bounce, but they couldn't get the support they want. Have you, or are you scared at any point of your career that you will go to a point that your career will be just like that, like you will just go down the hill?
Well, um, it's not really about being scared from it's a basic worry because even now the next song is like a headache. Each time I do a next song, it's like a headache because I'm comparing it to all the other songs that I released before. Sometimes that I improve if I cannot make a better song. Literally, you understand?
Yeah.
So I have that challenge to face, and like ngamra wo willing artist somebody because that is what keeps the fire burning. Keep push to actually do that. So definitely for more royalty, so you gotta step up. You gotta. It's a continuous process. It's a relax no denkil sa mo time let yeah, time and energy learn. So for a time diala, I need time in. So ni mo diala rek, akamunda ko football ni abula ke bulale dal, Yeah.
Esti, we saw Gambian female artists recently. Even Sophia Bass came out having an issue, and one of the Gambian female artists, I think is Lil Binzi or Lil Bin, I do forget her name. She made a video saying, with them, the Gambian female artists, they struggle in the industry, especially. When it comes to the male Gambian artists, they said the Gambian industry, the music industry, is male dominant industry. So they literally, most of them are crying out for help that they're not getting the support they're getting in the music industry because they're female artists. So do you think like is gender bias, like the music
I
industry? Do
don't
you think it's gender bias?
I don't think that either, Yeah, then come Namira what to do like a complicated lyric, But I don't think it's gender bias. Musical mulka feel mumuka fumole al nana al kana nana malam fe kan feel say for example our Gambia is doing great nata tala soto je fatale mol siata you know he's making waves right now malam fe kan feel it's not like Gambia bile meeting ke because okay our Gambia nata la sa ambia support mo ko yeah nimburi bayata nga support it was not like that what she was doing wale diata mole so mol be wulta itata ye so ye love show ala malam fe kan she work hard for it so namra watu do samira no lem bijele wayataran tije so we need to keep working hard because you call for them for a patient sort of timing is everything.
ST, thank you, Lolu Lerna, because hamga ndolfana musul ninga muiko, especially me, that is an activist, having to sit here to support everybody else, and to be there and be the voice of the voiceless. If I hear that, I wouldn't even know what is happening because most of the time, we hear this one side of the story, then we will come out and start effing and blinding here and there. Legi Lolu Lerna ST mune numtu dal hard work pays off. So ku ligay linga ligay. The push, hamga. It does not come one day. It does not work like magic. So Lolu Lerna. Esti, my next question would be: you have a song, and this part of the lyrics in this song is you mentioned Makati Georgetown. We wanted to know what is your connection with Makati Georgetown.
My mom and my dad, they're both from Makati. Demo island dinding wala nang ko jumala ka fu Makati dinding e bano waran to danjan to Makati dinding ole na meron ni na pa bibi botawal tan dem Makati kolti
Lol de leer na moo tax ma wax leen ne hot seat bi I bring your Gambian artist here and not even your Gambian artist but every other person pour ngeen get to know them because I didn't even know this until I saw it here. See questions Zini like I said, this hot seat is for every Gambian and I am proud to even have a ex-footballer that left last year to come here in August. ST again, what's it called again? Hold on, let's go. Rumor has it that ST Sai you literally date many people in the industry or people that work in the industry. People rumors has it that ST that Monica Gambian artist you know nga xamne dafa saas dafa la xale ra ya xalen. So ST ñu ne say nga ci music industry bi ñu ne la nga fi hold on let me read this properly because the question need to come because there are names mentioned here, and I like when the hot seat says names because that brings the hotness of the seat. Hold on. Let me bring this. ST kind of body.
No, I'm curious right now.
You are curious.
Yeah.
This is why some of the artists like the hot seat because they want to know what are the things that are said about them. Hold on, because I have two names of okay, here we go. Okay, rumor has it that ST has so many secret relationships. You've dated so many girls in Agiescorner, and you don't even go out in public with these people. Sometimes you just meet them at night and go out with them at night. And one of them says Fanta, the tall MC of Open Mic, and many other, especially Sophia Bass. So you know dang de la xalé ra di lay yaxa ci industry bi so wax ñu na ST sas boy yoy la ñu xam
well turi waxon la bëgg nga
ñu ne Fanta the tall MC Fanta I can't remember her name but it that
because
of what Sahalat
because
I like this part when they bring people's name.
Mba Fanta yampama
Yampala
Mba Fanta yampama non tela ba dindila ko beto.
So which means people saw you with Fanta most of the time.
No, like Fanta is a sister. Mba ma to mo Fanta so she's my mom too. It all fana mo makating quality. Yeah, but it from ngalo ne nyim Fanta foyede malom Fanta jumala ni alom Fanta jumala ita fanga bedde ba.
Trust me, you know what? This, you know, I told you like the question, your hot seat is I don't know how this happened, but two people wrote your questions. So I have questions here and questions there. So one of the questions came today. So if it is here that I am reading the questions.
No.
So I don't even know Fanta. I think I know her. She emceed most of these programs on in the Gambia, and she's got a YouTube channel. Is that her? Yeah, I think she's got a YouTube channel. She hosts a show on YouTube. I think so. Ngata kana sila hot seat or
no. Kenyatta will be it, you know.
Okay. So with Sophia Bass too, that's not true. Oh, you guys dated
a long time ago. With Sophia, yeah, that was a long time ago. That was like 8 years ago. I don't know, one meter. Just one minute back.
Okay, you see?
Didn't time.
Hey, didn't love wala ka dia ko. Yalo ST. Yalo mune. Ndeke batule nu ya foko man ke tonyati. Because yalo Sophia benun dame talindi. We say a fence. Aku wala suokon. This is my house and Sophia's house. So if you had said no, I would say ST dukare. Oh, that because I saw you.
But inte really afraid about anything.
Okay, good. This is the hot seat. I just say it the way it is. So ST, we want to know this hot seat. Every artist that comes, whether you're a female artist or a male artist, we always want to know, like, if you're single or you're married. So are you single or are you married?
Sorry,
maybe so they need to know if you're married so that they can stay away. Or if you're single, they can send me their numbers. I contact them with you. Tell us.
No. Listen. I can't explain this to you, but after we will have to talk about this. Yeah, and yeah, for real.
For my ears only. For my ears.
Yes. I'll tell you for real.
I'll ask that question because we have to get to that.
Most definitely.
Yeah, ST. There was a time like your wife or ex-wife, we don't know. I don't know, and I don't want to go there, came out and wrote a post and said you abuse her, she's in a stress marriage. She said a lot. Some of the things that I can't remember because it is said here and it's summarized and it's a long sentence. I can't be bothered to read all of it. But just to summarize it, and later we also saw that she or someone else came out to write that, oh, she was going through some stuff. And you never came out to say anything. So having to have a Gambian male artist like you, and we all call you the GOAT, are you a female abuser?
No, definitely not. Definitely not, you know.
To me, that is the most important question on this hot seat, because I don't respect any man that abuses women. So
I support women, Aji. I really do. I really do. Come, kuja male kita rek yalla ne dia
Yeah, I respect that. When it's too personal, I also respect when the artist or my guest said, I don't want to go deep into my private life. And
I assure you, I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
You know,
Esti, I saw an interview with Swiss and LJ, whom I was supposed to have on the hot seat last week, but because I lost my mom last week, I couldn't have them here. But I'm still having them next week after your show. I saw an interview where LJ is saying that their collabo with you, they wrote the song since 2019 or before that, but then they spoke to you about the collabo, but you were busy until 2022. So I wanted to know if it takes you 2 years or more than that to do a collabo with every other artist.
I wrote the song at the studio. That song, I wrote it at the studio, you know.
Seriously, and is that hit?
I wrote me and Hussein, I wrote it at the studio. Me and our Gambia, I wrote it at the studio. These are 12-bar songs. The thing is, time to get to the studio, and sometimes mocha sound on okay, I try and stuff like that, you know. Sometimes you already have a long list of collabos. I gotta deal with my songs. To jump on other people's songs is never a problem, you know. Either naman get time to what or not, if it's not good enough, I tell you bring another one. You know, usually honey upcoming me I start today, not after collabo kelanka file look na long list less and maybe more criteria so the okay mbe jump la it's just a song but if you record a song, you record a hook, you send it to me and I feel that it is exceptional, I will go, you know, against my way, out of my ways and jump on it, you know, and that's, you know, quite reasonable, you know. You know.
Oh, Esti, you know, I want to give you credit on that. You having to just go to the studio and wrote a song, just write down those lyrics, and the song is a banger. Wow, you're blessed. Nele
yeah. Big banger, I wrote it at the studio too. All of these songs, like, if I did 10 collabos, I wrote at least 8 at the studio. Yeah, and these artists, they know because it's a process. It's not like me coming, no. Sometimes it's me doing 8 bars, then drop 4, you know, or drop 6 bars, or 4, you know, but then it's a process, you know.
And Esti, thank you very much. The reason why I asked this question, because I do my findings, and I am recently managing a Gambian artist whom you know, because he was a Gambian hot Gambian artist, but he also went down the hill, who is Inyasi. So I'm managing him. He is bouncing back to come back, and part of managing him, I said to him, I'm a fan of ST, and I want you to have a collabo with ST because it will make me proud to manage an artist and have another artist whom I love so much to be on the same beat with you. So that's why I needed to ask if I have to struggle as someone who is managing an artist to get you to bounce on a song for me. That is why I asked that question. Just for you to know.
Yeah. Come usually you have to be trending whatever pop can put near collabo like that, you know, that's how it works. But you know, if songing is hot enough, yeah, and you know, another in the right way, I really wouldn't care. Me, I start believing, you know, I would jump on that shit. Yeah.
ST, okay.
How long?
No, this is
sorry
my
for saying.
last question. It's my
Okay.
last question. But from this last question, everyone that comes to this show, basically, you do sing before you go. So we're going to have you sing. So, Esti, my last question to you is, why did you... Okay, when I called you, it took me just one call to call you, to get to you on the phone. And honestly, I am going to say thank you to DJ Kanu, who gave me your number, and it just took me to get to Kanu because obviously knowing the Gambian music industry, many people and the love I have for them, they also saw love again with Ibrahim C, Big C, and Singate, and every other Gambian artist that I haven't mentioned. When I called you, it just took me one phone call and you picked. And I tried to introduce myself and you said, no, Aji, you don't have to because I know you. So I invited you to the hot seat. You directed me to your manager and said, I will give you his number. And before I even get to your manager, I called him and said, Ali, nakam nanga def mamfi. And I'm trying to introduce myself, and Ali was like, Esti, call na mamunema grant la interview. So I wanted to know what is so special about Aji. And you said it over and over on this interview that Aji suma wainga. So I wanted to know what have I done? What have I done to add more? Because Nikki, fanga ham liga def good, purunga add more. Because when I spoke to your manager, he said, Aji, why Estinga? For ST to say, give Aji a date and a time. So I wanted to know, what have I done
Aji,
to deserve this?
You don't need to do anything for me personally. Purungane kasuma why. You know, you're giving us your platform. Yangi interview people. See, Mayo, I'm this conversation and a whole lot of fans out there. They got at least 3, 4, 5 things that they didn't know about me or in Hamilton before, you know. So, Yangi Yigal guy, you know, your activist things. You do a lot of things on this on your platform. Yangi understand, and you see the same ligay because everybody have a part to play at the end of at the end of the day. So man sumane ke def suma little part on this side, yangi def a little part, kilim def little part ambi. Everybody else doing their part. That's how we move forward. Yangi understand. So law def is for everybody, and you know, I appreciate and respect that, even though it's not like I've been coming here, but it's an interview with RTC and all that stuff, you know, like, you know, the Korea Satan, you know, and then illegal, you know, then they fight all your rights, you know, and all that stuff. So I respect that, you know. I feel like you're both at the same chain, just in different
I
ways.
salute you, sir. Well, Esti, before you go, I just want to say thank you very much because each time I call your manager, Ali, I would joke. Yo yama introduce Ali, but each time I speak to Ali, I'm like, Ali, hey, call na la demba am wala damala da halige Ali sa dang ma da halam like yes, aji dang. I'm like, even you introducing me to Ali, I've built a joking relationship with Ali, which I enjoy all the time. Aji dang manok Ali, my manager estile damala da. So I just want to say thank you and thank you again. Esti, like I said when this video started, suma platform bi tay su fi emon sa munne xam nga lu xew because I am honored to have the biggest Gambian artist having to sit with you here and interview you. I've never been so nervous having a show, but tonight, even before I came, I called my niece and said, guess what? She said, what? I said, I am nervous to do this show. And you know what? Because this is my biggest. And you gave it to me. That much respect bo hamne tay dama ko and because li nga wax moy diga xex na fi yo xamne yo sam bir sa xex na ko ara rek sam bir sa xex na ko ñu tratin mané ma buma génati Birmingham xex na sam bir ñu bari bayima way xam nga li xew man su waxtu dega bi joté dama ko wax man nan suma ko fi deka bi di toj ma de tedi nelo ya ma ko jaral
so fansol hey puru kata Agiescorner ka follow amanda fentinyala na Facebook bala, you know, so al nata nga click like button mo mga sister nyo support kana view da malang fe kan feel na changes make right now pate fo ya lon ko changes make tele malang ka kanjele, you know. Because Aji idea man al nimbara everybody
Esti, before you go, send an inspirational message to everyone, like a quick one, and sing for us. I don't know what song, just any song.
Don't defend for kafunyo charindo. Hey, kana kele alalasu. Atela tela tinya tela do. Mbadi mamino dole ano. Kani patialo andi dingo nyako no. Da jauli Nyajawol, stay away. Jumala Center, Jaka, Papa, Mamparino. Versace, Louis, Gucci, Just Nanning, and Yellow. Sina. Hey,
Tokan na kuole,
thank you so much, Agie. Fansol, I love y'all. Idea.
Thank you very much, guys.